Well, the first Shrek 5 teaser has officially dropped, and there is quite a bit to say about it. So, in my opinion, I really have been hyped for this movie. The fact that it's been delayed to December 2026 after originally being set for July 1st, 2026, especially for Minion Street, that was kind of annoying. But the fact that it's still in the works is a nice thought to have, and honestly, getting a teaser this early in any way was not something I was expecting. And what I was expecting even less than this was what those 20 seconds showed to us, which is the new look 16 years after the previous movie, how Shrek and Donkey would look like. There is definitely Shrek looks way different than he did last time, and that is gonna take a long time for me to get used to. It just the animation style of Shrek and Donkey, and also basically the entire cast, the entire basically the characters that we know. Yeah, that's definitely gonna take a moment to digest. Now, the thing about the animation and how it looks like, honestly, I think people are kind of giving this a little too much of a hard time. A lot of people are comparing it to Sonic, how the original design looked like for Sonic. I don't tend to agree with that. I don't think it looks bad. In fact, I would actually say that I kind of do appreciate the more modern look to it. I Some people think it looks very generic animation style, and I will say this, I do feel like being owned by Universal, which is also home of Illumination, is probably playing a part in why they look like that, because that kind of, I do feel like that could look like an Illumination movie just by the way it looks there. But in terms of it looking bad in any way, no, I don't think it looks pretty bad. In fact, I was not expecting it to look I wasn't expecting it to look the same way it did 20 years ago. Now, what I will say is Shrek definitely got a lot of different colors. His shade of green is his shade of green is not the same as it was before. His head is a little bit more oval-like, I would say, and his eyebrows are actually brown when they were like black before. So there is a huge redesign to the character, and maybe this is early, so maybe they'll edit that back in. But yeah, that I think that this new Shrek, it definitely is different, but I don't think it looks bad, honestly. I think that if I were to watch the movie and if I could enjoy it. Like I think yeah, Shrek he looks I know that Shrek, like that looks like Shrek, that looks like it was animated by people who knew that they were making Shrek, but they were giving him a bit of a new look, a more contemporary look. In terms of what the contents of the trailer had, really not that much. There was kind of a cringy TikTok reference with the Shrek memes, which, I love Shrek memes and all, but I did like the self-referential, meta jokes that they had. Um, the casting of Zendaya, uh, um, honestly, I've only ever seen her in Spider-Man. I have not watched Dune. I've heard it's good, but I've just never gotten around to watching it. So I don't know what her potential is as an actress. It's a little odd why she's randomly cast in it. Uh, but her role as Shrek's daughter gives me a little bit of hope that however she plays into the plot, it will definitely. I am very hopeful. I am cautiously optimistic it's not going to be similar like an Omen, that we're getting another Shrek the Third, which is it had Justin Timberlake in it, and that movie sucked. If you have not watched Shrek the Third, you can skip it. You can skip it. One, two, and four. That's the formula. The third one is not canon. So overall, however she plays a part in the story, and I think she is because again, if they're casting her as Shrek's daughter and put her as one of the major cast members, the plot will revolve around her in some way. I really don't know what happened to the other two because they had triplets, but you know, we'll see. We'll basically see what happens. Generally speaking, definitely weird. It feels a little. I'm gonna have to get used to it, but I am going to maintain my hype for the next 2 years, which could have been a year and a half, but Minions 3, that still really annoys me. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. It's really not another Sonic situation. Just give it a while. His new look isn't bad. He wasn't gonna look the same as he did before. But yeah, Shrek 5 is happening, and we'll see how it goes. Take care, everyone.